This video was made possible by Upsy. Alright guys, so we all hate that moment when you're at the register checking out and they try to tag on a warranty for your laptop to your phone or whatever else they can sell a warranty on. And you know, they actually tack on the warranty and they're making a huge profit on it. Upsy is the warranty company for the consumer. So instead of paying your phone company 10 to 15 to 20 bucks a month and then have that $150 deductible, you can actually pay 80 bucks and be secure for 2 years. Upsy is changing the way we look at insurance, and for being a subscriber to me, you get 10% off. Use that coupon code TechNinja and hit the link down below. Alright guys, as this title suggests, this is a 30-day later review. Now a few updates did drop that changes the camera a little bit and also changes some of the UI elements. So if you look at a full review, like Andrew Edwards from Gear Live did probably one of the most complete reviews on this device, there's a couple things, a couple cons that he mentioned that are now fixed in this video. So after watching this video, head over to his channel, check out his review too, and you can actually see what changed. And also go ahead and subscribe to him while you're at it. Without further ado, here's the review. HTC has had some well-documented major issues over the past few years, from poor sales, mismanagement of resources, and some interesting design choices. HTC is trying to keep that in the past, and this is the HTC 10. Is it a perfect 10? Well, let's find out. Let's begin with this. The HTC 10 in the hand is the best feeling Android phone I have ever felt, period. Yes, better than the S7 and better than the insert your favorite phone here. HTC made this phone truly feel premium. The chamfered edges feels great, and so does the tactile buttons. Now the chamfered edges does reflect light like crazy, but I'm still really digging it. Another thing I like is the soft insert near the mic hole. I mean, everything about this phone screams premium. The metal build feels amazing, and when you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone off your nightstand, you get that cold metal feeling greeting you. It's hard to explain unless you have it in your hand. Also, no fingerprints. The back stays relatively smudge free. If there's one thing that I could say that's bad about this design, and it's sort of minor, is that the phone still feels slippery. I mean, there's been a few times where this phone has slipped out of my basketball shorts and I didn't even notice it. Also in my hand, it slipped out a few times and almost hit the deck. Not as bad as the S7, but regardless, you need to add a skin like D-Brand to get that tactile feel back, or grab a case, or do both. The back isn't perfect and could dent, as you see here. This device never fell off or anything significant, but this dent did come from when I had it standing up and it fell over. Okay, let's wipe the drool off your mouth and let's talk about the software. As of this video, my HTC 10 on Verizon is running Android 6.0.1, and with this being a Verizon phone, you'll find some Verizon software on it. It's not as extensive as it used to be with Verizon, as everything is tucked away in a neat little folder, but Verizon's text messaging app is the default text message application, but you can easily change that. It also comes with a few other games and Verizon utilities. Regardless, it's not horribly bad, but it's something worth mentioning. Since UI is back and it's slimmer and faster than ever, Blinkfeed is back, and admittedly I haven't used it in a few years, so for me it looks all new, and it's pretty cool. You just need to add your accounts like Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Calendar, but no mention of Facebook, which is pretty weird. You can also add interesting topics, which is fed through by News Republic. It does a fairly good job of keeping you up to date with news, and in my testing, it has no effect on battery life at all, as long as you keep the refresh rate pretty low. Now speaking of battery life on the Verizon HTC 10, I found solid battery performance, full day, no problems, and very good standby time. I lost around 10% overnight untouched, so for light users you can get 3 days, and heavy users you'll be juicing it up at night. But you shouldn't have issues with it during the day. It does rock a USB-C port, so keep that in mind, and just get used to ordering USB-C cables since most phones will have it going forward. The speakers on the HTC 10 are a beast. I do miss the front-facing speakers, but if I had to replace it with something, this would be the next best thing. It has a very unique speaker system that uses a tweeter and subwoofer on the phone. It's really amazing, and I'll let the results speak for itself. Here's an audio sample being played from it. Regardless, it's amazing and I'm still impressed with it. You can even toggle of what you're listening to so the speakers react. I still do cover it from time to time with my fingers, but it's not bad at all. Performance in the HTC 10 is spot on. I mean, every flagship phone can run Android games and all that stuff without an issue, so no point in me harping on this portion. Any app, any game, anything runs flawlessly on this device, period. HTC has always had a camera issue and they seem to really can't figure it out. They went from this ultra pixel camera, then a dual camera system, but regardless, it has fell short of the major flagships. Enter HTC's newest camera. Gone are the gimmicks and what's left is HTC 10's solid camera attempt. One additional killer feature that I almost forgot to mention is that this phone has a built-in DAC, meaning if you listen to high fidelity music using some good quality wired headphones, you can take advantage of this feature. And after running a few tests, I can confirm that this is no gimmick. It sounds amazing listening to lossless or even FLAC music. HTC stuck to the basics and gave us a really good camera. On paper, the specs are not anything major, however we do have the larger pixels and a bigger sensor, which is far more important than megapixels. HTC gave us a fast, accurate, and overall solid camera. Images in decent lighting will look sharp and as clear as you would see on the iPhone or S7, but when low light hits, the camera is a step behind the competition. You start to see a lot of blur and a lot of noise compared to the aforementioned phones. And also dynamic range is lacking, as you can see from the shot right here. You can see the reflection of the clouds easily off my lens, but actually behind me you see a gray sky. The front-facing sensor also has optical stabilization, so dim-lit selfies are possible, and it actually does a great job, if not a better job than Samsung's front-facing camera in dim settings. Also, stabilization makes this a great vlogging camera, if that's your thing. HTC's camera software on board is actually good too. It's not as featured packed as the Samsung, but you do have some solid features, and Zoe is still here, the original live photos. Overall, this is HTC's best phone in a long time. HTC went back to its roots and stopped trying to be someone else's and really focused on a solid phone. Get rid of the gimmicks and take us back to when HTC had some weight in mobile. As always, guys, my name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. You know what to do. Hit that like, leave a comment, and subscribe to your boy's channel. I'll holler at you guys later.